Hi, welcome back to our channel. We are here on this lovely day to bring you a very exciting video. This week's video is going to cover a quick story time on trying my first horse, because this year I'm going to buy my first horse! Also covered in this video is going to be a quick question and answer about the things I am looking for in my first horse, things that we are going to do before and after we get my first horse, and a wee snippet maybe of me trying a horse for the first time. So let's just dive right in. I am planning on buying my first horse this year. Mentioned it a few times in the last video since about September, but within the next couple of months it will probably arrive. So 2 weeks ago I was scrolling through Facebook, as you do, and I saw an advert for a horse that was half brothers with Walt, who I ride right now, and for some reason I felt like it was a sign, and I spent about 2 hours rushing around, messaging Claire, messaging the dealer, messaging Heather, can we go and see this horse? I feel like I need to go and try it because I ride Walt already and I want to know if it's the one. So we got it all sorted and we booked to go the following day.
I took a half day at work, got really excited. Neither of us slept. I had so much second-hand excitement. It was unbelievable. I was like, I can't sleep. I don't know how Eilidh was asleep. It was like 12, half 12, 1, and I'm like, I'm not sleeping. Are you sleeping?
No. So spent a whole sleepless night. Planned to go in the afternoon to go and view this horse, which was a couple of hours drive away. Picked up Heather, got in the car, started driving, stopped for a coffee, obviously. And when we were waiting in the queue, I got a text from him saying the horse had sold.
Gutted. We sat in the car park for a bit, just like, we were almost just like, we have to see a horse today, so we were just scrolling through, trying to find anything
nearby.
And it was just like that rush. And I know that you felt that it was kind of hit you then. You're like, how am I ever going to get a horse? Because that horse went up for sale at 9 p.m. on the Monday night. And by, what, 2 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, it had been sold. It was gone. So
yes.
You felt like,
I'm never going to this is never going to happen for me. And then it's so dramatic. I get it.
But it feels that way. It's
I know.
So disappointing.
Horses are selling like hotcakes, and they're so expensive right now, and anything that I can afford, other people can afford those, and you. So,
and you just felt like you're like, I couldn't have gotten there any quicker. Like, how is this ever gonna happen for me? But you know, it was a learning experience, that bit.
Yeah, that was a wake up call.
And then what happened next, Eilidh? Or what happened during?
Oh well, Heather, during. My old instructor had messaged me the night before. I had messaged her asking about the dealer in question, and she had given me her 10 cents. And then the next day I messaged just to say he sold and I don't have him, so thanks for your help. And she said, well actually I'm selling my horse. And then the explosion happened again. The whole rest of the afternoon we were like, go see this horse, and she was being so kind and saying that she'd know he was going to a good home so she could lower his price a little bit to my budget. So that night, same day, went to view him, which was also a learning experience because I've never got on a horse I felt so uncomfortable on straight away.
Yeah.
And everything on paper was what I wanted.
Literally
everything was on paper. He was way out of my budget, but she was going to lower it for me, and I just got on him and felt so uncomfortable.
And
I really wanted to like him.
I was going to see that sort of thing that you were trying so hard to like him. And another thing that was just so disappointing, he was an absolute sweetheart in the stable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was just like saying hi, like ears were forwards, like touched everywhere. He had no problem with it. He was just like leaning on your shoulder, like,
yeah,
like he was just a sweet boy.
But alas, if it's not right, it's not right. And I didn't even really feel like excited to go and try him for a second. She said she'd hold him for me, but I didn't feel like I wanted to go and ride him again. He was just nothing I'd ever ridden before, and I just didn't feel comfortable on him. So I unfortunately had to walk away from that. However, the whole experience that all happened within one day. So essentially, if I had liked him, I could have bought him the
We hadn't even started the video.
We hadn't filmed anything. And I really, we've done YouTube for 10 years. I really wanted to document this because I'm hopefully only going to do it once. For a long time anyway. So I really wanted to get some footage so I could record it and we could watch it back in years to come. Before we got them, like my horse is in a field somewhere grazing or in a stable or I don't know. But I thought we wanted to record it and we will do the same for Heather when she does it as well.
Yeah. Hopefully sooner rather than later. 2025 and I'm like, it's my turn.
So that was a brief story time, but we're just going to do a quick question and answer so I can say what I think I want now and then we can look back and see what I actually ended up with and see if that's the same.
So what are you looking for? What kind of horse are you looking for? Just in case there are any people that watch the video that they're selling as well.
Well, Heather, I am looking for either, well, my budget is not high. I won't tell you the exact price range, but it is mid four figures.
Mid. Low to mid.
Mid.
Low to mid.
Mid four figures.
Mid.
And so my budget at the moment for COVID horse prices does not allow me to have exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I want is something young enough that I would have a long time with them, but old enough and established enough that they've maybe done a couple of competitions in cross-country, dressage and show jumping, because eventually I would like to event. But my budget doesn't allow for that, so I'm either gonna get something young that is started its training and everything but not done any competitions at all, or older, sort of 10 and plus, who's done a bit of everything but they're getting on more in their life, just past their prime maybe, that I can carry on, or it sounds horrible, failed in something, so my instructor was suggesting possibly something that's not made the height and show jumping world but can still do a lot of the other stuff. That's the sort of thing I am looking for. In a roundabout way, that is my answer.
What are your absolute non-negotiables?
A non-negotiable is it must be allowed to be vetted and pass the vetting. It must be above 15 hands or above and below 16.3, and at the moment that is it, because I realised from my experience I can't be too picky, and what I thought I wanted I didn't like, so I need to be a bit more open-minded about what. And I think another one I'll just add is that they need to be nice in the stable, which I've never really been that mindful of, but the horse I'm riding at the moment she's a bit of a mare in the she's a lot of a mare in the stable, and it's really put me off. So yes.
Yeah. I also think for that, I don't think I'm uncomfortable around like not nice horses in the stable, but it just makes it a nicer experience. And also, if your mum was ever going to help you, she wouldn't like a horse that was bolshy or ears back and grumpy faces in the stable. So
I've got other people to consider as well as myself, and that would be a non-negotiable for them.
Where are you going to keep it?
So I'm going to keep the horse here in Carlock, so we can still ride with Heather. Claire will give us loads of advice, and I'm so grateful.
He's helped us since we were 15. Like, everything that we know about care of horses is Claire. It's really nice to have that comfort, because we've looked at livery yards, because we want to be together obviously, because two Jolly Jockeys can't be one Jolly Jockey. We want to be together, so we looked at livery yards. We live in Edinburgh, which is a city, so it's just, they're so expensive, like insanely expensive, and yeah, it's just been livery yards, and we like the home comfort of this yard. Like,
there's everything that we want here. It's a private yard, but there's another person or two. There's enough horses for shared grazing. There's a school along the road that we can use when we pay to use the fields. It's private, so there's not loads of folk running around. We're not stuck to any time schedules. We can ride when we want, come when we want. They live out all the time. There's just so much that we really resonate with here.
Or just hacking.
Oh, and we know it already. We've ridden here for 10 years.
Yeah. So it's like we wouldn't be hacking in new places with new horses and new yard and new everything for everyone. That would just be really terrifying.
Yeah.
It would put me off quite a bit, I think. It's perfect.
Long story short.
Yeah. All of that, sum up. It's perfect. What are you most excited for with the buying journey?
I must admit, People, I know, people talk about buying horses as being super exciting and amazing and this like wholly amazing experience. And I know I'm at the very beginning, but I already feel like I'm not going to feel that way. I feel very anxious and stressed about it. I don't know if it's because of the market right now with it being expensive and they're selling really fast, but I'm not actually excited for anything. I'm excited to have a horse at the end, if that can be my answer. I'm excited to finally have pass the vetting stamp, they're mine, come home. Bring them home is what I'm most excited about. The rest of it I'm a bit scared, if I'm honest. I'm a bit worried. Because it's just so stressful, like that one night when with all that, like organising with Claire, is it okay? Heather, are you off work to come view? Can I go? Am I working the next day? Is the horse going to sell before I get there? Like that was just so stressful. It was one time.
One horse, well, two horses.
Two horses, but I didn't know that at the time and I was still stressed. So nothing really apart from actually having a horse at the end.
Fair enough. In terms of your kit, equipment, all of that, how are you going about it? What are you doing?
So again, first time horse owner, first time needing anything. I need everything. I already have a grooming kit because I had when I rode Herbie, I was responsible for a lot of the things for that. So I have got my own grooming kit. I have a show rug that I used on Herbie and travel boots. So hopefully they're the same. Herbie's 15.3, so right in the middle. So hopefully I can reuse them. I have one nunna, and I have all my rider wear, but everything else I'm gonna need.
Rugs, saddle, bridle.
Everything.
Rugs, saddle, bridle.
Everything. So I'm hoping to do it as cost effectively as possible. I am planning to do a rug liner system. Riding with Ree spoke about this and it sold me on it. And I'm hoping to get my saddle second hand online once I know what size of horse I've got and get it fitted. And everything else, I've been picking up a few bits off Facebook Marketplace here and there, so it's not all a big cost at the same time. And everything else I'm just going to get in drips and drabs as I need them, rather than buying everything at once. I'm getting my horse in summer, so why would I buy a winter rug straight away? Do you know? I'm not going to be avenging my horse straight away, so I'm not going to buy two saddles straight away. I'm just going to get a normal saddle and just slowly build it up. I mean, I would love to buy everything straight away, but as we've mentioned before in this channel, we are not well off. So if you're coming here for big fancy tat calls, you're probably in the wrong place.
Big tat calls, yes.
Big tat call,
Not fancy.
coming your way, but not expensive.
Not expensive. Also, I think another thing that's really important, if anyone's using this as kind of advice, I don't know if you're maybe doing a video once you've done it on advice.
I'll give advice at the end.
But definitely something we're both doing is being sensible about how much we're budgeting for items. Like you know that your budget could go up if it comes with tack and rugs and things, but that's not what you're looking for, because you've got to be sensible about how much, because it's so expensive. Like you could, if in theory, spend the same amount as the horse.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
I feel basket's more expensive than a horse.
Yeah, 100%. So
I have everything I would need to bring a horse home tomorrow. I have travel boots, I have a head collar, and I have livery.
So that's a good way to prepare.
I'm prepared.
What's your thought process of what your first few months with your horse are going to look like?
Again, it depends if it's the young horse that's inexperienced or the older horse that's very experienced. If it's the young horse that's inexperienced, it'll just be taking things really slow, introducing them to the hacking, the school, the other horses.
Their new master, Rosie.
The matriarch that is Rosie, who must accept them into her herd. And just getting to know each other, for both horses, just getting to know each other. There's absolutely no rush for me to be getting out and doing anything. I haven't done it for years myself, so I really need to work on myself. And that's really it. If it's the more experienced horse, I would like to get out and have more fun, which we've not been able to. Well, we have fun, but not been able to go out.
Oh, we have
anywhere.
fun.
Girl, we have fun.
You've seen it.
But to go out somewhere and do stuff. But until Heather has hers, there's not like a strong desire to go and do that. We like to do stuff together, so just get to know them. And
we have just as bad a separation anxiety as Herbie and Rosie.
I don't want to go.
I don't want to go without you. We're intending together to take a little bit of holiday around the time, because Rosie, provided she's not an entire mare essentially to the new horse. She's going to be such a good like schoolmaster to show them the ropes of hacking around here and, you know, being a good buddy, being that one.
Yeah.
And for you as well, going for a hack your first time on the horse, like you want something that you know is not going to kill you as well.
Yeah.
So going out with Rosie with the new horse. Oh hi. Going out together and things. So I've not got anything booked yet, but like just to kind of keep the time free.
Yeah.
But hoping that we can take some time off from work because it's going to be a massive change to our lifestyles.
Yeah, totally.
So we are going to enjoy this absolutely glorious day and go for a hack just now on the classics Rosie Malt.
So we will sign it off here. If there's anything you want to ask me about my horse journey, then please let me know down below. But also any tips that you have.
Or any horses you have.
Oh yeah, if what I have said matches the description for a horse that you know for sale, you hit me up and I will come and see it because I'm seeing everything. Everything. That matches the brief description that I just mentioned earlier in the video. So without further ado, we'll sign it off.
Thanks so much for watching. You can find us on all social media with @2 Jolly Jockeys to follow Eilidh's journey. We're hoping that we're going to be able to have lots of videos about it. So tack hauls for everything, actual like trying horse videos, bringing a horse home videos, first week with the horse videos, all the videos, all the videos. So yeah, please give us a follow and turn on the notification bell because you'll then be able to find out when Eilidh got a horse.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.